Give you a bit of context for the viewers back at home in terms of our economy. So we're the second largest, about half a trillion US dollars in terms of absolute size. But we're the second slowest in terms of growth for the past 10 years. That should tell you something, second largest in size, but the second slowest in growth. For the past 10 years, almost like a lost decade in Thailand. And the question is dependent on who you ask because of the level of equality in Thailand is so vast right after COVID too. So if you ask if the economy is good, it might be good for the 1%. But for the 99%, they feel like they absolutely have nothing much left to do. Now, the second part of your question is centered around the semiconductor industry. And within ASEAN, it's definitely a prime target for friendshoring after the Sino-American rivalry. But within that ASEAN region, it happens to be Malaysia that gets the opportunity to capitalize on that friendshoring, especially Penang. I remember sitting with the governor, and he said 40% of Malaysian incoming foreign direct investment is semiconductor, and 40% of that is out of the entire Malaysia, and the FDI grew 4 times right after COVID. So in order for you to benefit something that it comes from this conflict, you have to have the human resources, the talent that speak 2 languages, both Chinese and Americans. I spoke to Morris Chang of TSMC back in APEC last year, where I sat next to him, and he said clean water is something that is very important, not even in Arizona, that he thought it was quite possible for a high-tech nano ship technology. And if you don't have that kind of clean water in those countries, it's kind of hard for you to benefit it. And also comparing, the third piece is when you compare to Vietnam, where Synopsys and NVIDIA of America just invested something, and also Meta of Facebook also invested something or promised to invest something in Vietnam after President Biden visit. So if I give you all these jigsaws, it's kind of hard for Thailand to be in the competition even within the ASEAN region. We still have that kind of incumbent advantage, but the growth is not there. So the way out of this elephant can't dance dilemma for semiconductor as well is to find a niche. And the answer to that, in short, is silicon carbide. Silicon carbide is power electronics that used to distribute power for electronic vehicles and solar cell panels. It's something that